Judges, chapter 1. After the death of Joshua, the children of Israel consulted the Lord, saying, "Who shall go up before us against the Canaanite, and shall be the leader of the war?" And the Lord said, "Judah shall go up. Behold, I have delivered the land into his hands." And Judah said to Simeon his brother, "Come up with me into my lot, and fight against the Canaanite, that I also may go along with thee into thy lot." And Simeon went with him. And Judah went up, and the Lord delivered the Canaanite and the Perizzite into their hands, and they slew of them in Bezek 10,000 men. And they found Adoni-Bezek in Bezek, and fought against him, and they defeated the Canaanite and the Perizzite. And Adoni-Bezek fled, and they pursued after him, and took him, and cut off his fingers and toes. And Adoni-Bezek said, 70 kings, having their fingers and toes cut off, gathered up the leavings of the meat under my table. As I have done, so hath God requited me. And they brought him to Jerusalem, and he died there. And the children of Judah, besieging Jerusalem, took it, and put it to the sword, and set the whole city on fire. And afterwards they went down and fought against the Canaanite, who dwelt in the mountains, and in the south, and in the plains. And Judah, going forward against the Canaanite that dwelt in Hebron, the name whereof was in former times Kiriath-Arbi, slew Sesai, and Ahiman, and Tholmai. And departing from thence, he went to the inhabitants of Debir, the ancient name of which was Kiriath-Sepher, that is, the city of letters. And Caleb said, "He that shall take Kiriath-Sepher, and lay it waste, to him will I give my daughter Achsah to wife." And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the younger brother of Caleb, having taken it, he gave him Achsah his daughter to wife. And as she was going on her way, her husband admonished her to ask a field of her father. And as she sighed sitting on her ass, Caleb said to her, "What aileth thee?" But she answered, "Give me a blessing. For thou hast given me a dry land. Give me also a watery land." So Caleb gave her the upper and the nether watery ground. And the children of the Kenite, the kinsmen of Moses, went up from the city of palms with the children of Judah into the wilderness of his lot, which is at the south side of Arad, and they dwelt with him. And Judah went with Simeon his brother, and they together defeated the Canaanites that dwelt in Sephath, and slew them. And the name of the city was called Hormah, that is, anathema. And Judah took Gaza with its confines, and Askelon, and Acharon with their confines. And the Lord was with Judah, and he possessed the hill country, but was not able to destroy the inhabitants of the valley, because they had many chariots armed with scythes. And they gave Hebron to Caleb, as Moses had said, who destroyed out of it the 3 sons of Enoch. But the sons of Benjamin did not destroy the Jebusites that inhabited Jerusalem, and the Jebusite hath dwelt with the sons of Benjamin in Jerusalem until this present day. The house of Joseph also went up against Bethel, and the Lord was with them. For when they were besieging the city, which before was called Luzah, they saw a man coming out of the city, and they said to him, "Shew us the entrance into the city, and we will shew thee mercy." And when he had showed them, they smote the city with the edge of the sword. But that man and all his kindred they let go, who being sent away, went into the land of Hethem, and built there a city, and called it Luzah, which is so called until this day. Manasseh also did not destroy Bethshan and Thanach with their villages, nor the inhabitants of Dor and Jeblam and Megiddo with their villages, and the Canaanite began to dwell with them. But after Israel was grown strong, he made them tributaries, and would not destroy them. Ephraim also did not slay the Canaanite that dwelt in Gezer, but dwelt with him. Zebulun destroyed not the inhabitants of Citron and Naalol, but the Canaanite dwelt among them, and became their tributary. Asher also destroyed not the inhabitants of Akko, and of Sidon, of Ahalab, and of Achazib, and of Helba, and of Aphek, and of Rehob.
And he dwelt in the midst of the Canaanites, the inhabitants of that land, and did not slay them.
Naphtali also destroyed not the inhabitants of Bethsames and of Bethanoth. And he dwelt in the midst of the Canaanites, the inhabitants of the land, and the Bethsemites and Bethanites were tributaries to him. And the Amorite straitened the children of Dan in the mountain, and gave them not a place to go down to the plain. And he dwelt in the mountain Heres, that is, of potsherds, in Ajalon and Salabim. And the hand of the house of Joseph was heavy upon him, and he became tributary to him. And the border of the Amorite was from the ascent of the Scorpion, the rock, and the higher places. From PrayLamp, peace be with you.